Back in the day, crowds gathered in the thousands to watch freak shows of people who looked different from the norm. The same behavior occurs when it comes to animal hybrids creatures that blur the lines of what we consider natural. Join us as we look at the top 15 crossbreeding experiments from hell that will make you question the limits of what science should and shouldn't do. Number 1. Chimpanzee-human hybrid. What if a human-chimp hybrid existed? This idea, known as the human Z, has haunted the minds of many since the split in our evolutionary paths. While countless stories have emerged over the years claiming that human-chimp embryos have been created or even brought to full term, most of these stories remain unverified and unrealistic. One such story comes from evolutionary psychologist Gordon Gallup, who claimed in 2018 that a human-chimp hybrid was born in the US in the 1920s and subsequently put to death by the involved scientists. According to Gallup, the hybrid originated at a monkey research facility in Orange Park, Florida, when a female chimpanzee was artificially inseminated with human semen from an unidentified donor. Shockingly, what followed was a full-term pregnancy and the birth of a living child, an experiment that crossed the boundary between human and animal species. But what happened next was chilling. The researchers finally realized the moral implications of their actions. Panic set in. They made a heart-wrenching decision. The infant was euthanized shortly after birth. Number 2. Llama. You might be familiar with camels and llamas, but have you ever heard of the llama? This extraordinary hybrid brings together the strength of a dromedary or Bactrian camel and the charm of a llama. While these two species typically stick to their own kind, science opened the door to their unlikely union. In 1995, the first llama was born from a male dromedary and a female llama. The significant size difference made natural mating impossible, and attempts to inseminate female camels with male llamas had failed mysteriously. Yet, the llama emerged, a creature without the characteristic humps of a camel, adorned with a long, fluffy coat that was irresistibly cute. Its ears strike a perfect balance between camel and llama, and its sturdy legs are built for resilience in harsh environments. Though llamas share 74 chromosomes with both parents, allowing for fertility, no offspring have yet been born from two llamas. Fascinatingly, as they reach sexual maturity around 4 years old, they show a distinct preference for llamas over camels when choosing a mate. The llama is an example of genetic engineering at its finest, but also raises ethical questions like, should humans continue to manipulate animal genetics? And what happens when we create a species that cannot reproduce on its own? Number 3. Woolly mammoth. For years, scientists have dreamed of creating a hybrid embryo that could resurrect the iconic woolly mammoth. Imagine a groundbreaking moment when the essence of this massive creature, complete with its long, shaggy hair, thick layers of fat, and blood adapted to frigid climates, could be genetically engineered into an Asian elephant. While this ambition remains years away, American researchers are forging ahead. Instead of using an elephant as a surrogate, they plan to cultivate the hybrid embryo in a synthetic womb. Since the project began in 2015, the number of mammoth DNA splices integrated into the elephant genome has skyrocketed from 15 to 45. The potential benefits of reviving woolly mammoths are staggering. These creatures could help pierce through snow and allow cold air to enter, potentially slowing the melting of tundra permafrost, an event that releases vast amounts of greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. Studies suggest that reintroducing mammoths to Siberia could lead to a remarkable 20 degrees Celsius drop in local temperatures, reshaping ecosystems and combating climate change. Number 4. Beetle-computer hybrid. What if we could control insects with technology? Scientists have taken a bold leap into this realm by creating an insect-computer hybrid. This innovation allows researchers to electronically stimulate the nervous systems of live insects, granting them the power to control their movements. At Nanyang Technological University in Singapore, researchers equipped enormous flower beetles with tiny computers and wireless radios attached to their backs. By manipulating the beetles' walking speeds and gaits through electrical stimulation, they are exploring groundbreaking applications. Previous studies have hinted at the potential of using cockroaches fitted with tracking devices to locate individuals trapped in disaster scenarios, such as earthquakes or building collapses. However, the ultimate purpose of these cyborg insects remains uncertain. Their small size could make them invaluable for surveillance missions, navigating spaces that larger drones cannot. As the line between biology and technology blurs, the implications of this research could change the way we interact with the natural world. Number 5. Zonis. The Zonis is a fascinating hybrid, born from a male zebra and a female donkey. Like many animal hybrids, Zonis are sterile, but they possess unique traits that set them apart. Unlike Ligers, Zonis can thrive in the wild, as zebras and donkeys naturally coexist in parts of Africa. While wild Zonis are exceptionally rare, most can now be found in zoos worldwide, where they are bred for tourism. Zonis closely resemble their zebra parent in size, but display distinct donkey-like features. Their coat is typically tan, brown, or gray, with a lighter underside. The zebra stripes stand out prominently against their lighter fur, particularly on their legs and belly. In the wild, Zonis tend to inhabit areas near human settlements, competing for food with domestic livestock. One of their most remarkable attributes is their endurance, a perfect blend of the donkey's stamina and the zebra's speed and power, enabling them to pull heavy loads. As herbivores, Zonis primarily feed on plant matter, contributing to their adaptability in various environments. Number 6. Liger. The Liger is a magnificent hybrid born from a male lion and a female tiger. Known as the largest cat in the world, Ligers can exceed 10 feet in length and weigh over 900 pounds, with some individuals reaching a staggering 2,200 pounds. While lions and tigers occasionally mate in the wild, they are typically separated by geography and behavior, meaning all known Ligers result from accidental pairings or controlled breeding efforts in captivity. The first documented Liger breeding occurred in the late 1700s. By 2017, there were approximately 100 Ligers worldwide. Many animal rights advocates oppose breeding these hybrids, citing a higher risk of birth defects, obesity, and premature growth that can stress their organs. Additionally, Ligers often struggle to integrate with their parent species due to their unique behaviors. They exist solely in captivity, not in jungles like other big cats, where they can quickly grow into the world's largest felines. Number 7. Bear Hybrid. In Nunavut, a hunter made an astonishing discovery when he shot an unusual-looking bear, later confirmed to be a hybrid of a grizzly and a polar bear. This remarkable find occurred near Arviat, Manitoba, and highlights a growing trend among bear populations. Initially resembling an Arctic fox from a distance, the bear exhibited the coloration of a polar bear, but had the unique features of a grizzly, including brown paws and huge claws. The head was unmistakably grizzly. Due to their genetic similarities, polar bears and grizzlies have been interbreeding for years, a phenomenon that scientists believe has been accelerated by climate change. As grizzlies migrate northward, their ranges overlap with polar bears, resulting in these hybrids, commonly referred to as growler bears, if the father is a grizzly. This adaptation reflects the changing dynamics of wildlife in a warming world. Number 8. Holen. The Holen story begins at Sea Life Park in Honolulu, Hawaii, where a remarkable hybrid emerged. The name Holen cleverly combines whale and dolphin, stemming from the pairing of a male false killer whale and a female Atlantic bottlenose dolphin. The dolphin weighed about 400 pounds and measured 6 feet long, while the false killer whale tipped the scales at 2,000 pounds and stretched 14 feet. Despite its name, the false killer whale is actually the world's third largest oceanic dolphin. Their unusual companionship led to the birth of Malu, the first recognized Holen, a perfect blend of both species. Within 2 years, Malu grew to her mother's size, making nursing challenging. Her appearance features a head resembling that of a false killer whale, fused with the nose and fins of a dolphin, although her coloring is darker. While rare, Holens are increasingly seen in captivity, with occasional wild sightings reported by researchers. Number 9. Human mouse. The Vante mouse is a fascinating creation that features a human ear growing on its back. This ear, made from cartilage, was developed by implanting cow cartilage cells into a biodegradable mold shaped like an ear, which was then placed under the mouse's skin. An external splint helped maintain the desired shape during growth. Created by Charles Avanti, the ear mouse was the result of extensive research on cellular scaffolds for organ regeneration. The mouse, known as a nude mouse, is a strain of immunocompromised mice that prevents transplant rejection. This innovative procedure sparked significant anti-genetic engineering protests in the late 1990s, although no genetic manipulation was involved. Avanti humorously remarked that the mouse led a normal life after the ear was removed. However, standard practice in laboratories is to sacrifice the mice post-experimentation, and the original paper acknowledged the mouse's fate after the study. Number 10. Geep. What happens when you cross a goat with a sheep? You get a Geep, a rare hybrid that can be found standing on all fours at petting zoos. A sheep-goat cross, Geeps are unusual because most sheep-goat pairings result in stillborn offspring. Despite the common pasturing of both species, the genetic distance between goats and sheep makes these hybrids exceptionally rare. Butterfly, a Geep born in Scottsdale, Arizona, recently captured the nation's attention. Her owner was surprised by the arrival, having been unaware that the mother was pregnant. With the feet and face of her goat father and the soft wool and longer tail of her sheep mother, Butterfly embodies traits from both parents. While she sports distinctive black spots, her playful antics and energetic behavior make her resemble a goat more than a sheep. Number 11. Beefalo. Have you ever heard of Beefalo? This intriguing hybrid is a cross between a buffalo and a cow, originating in the 1970s. Modern Beefalo boast a genetic makeup of 3/8 buffalo and 5/8 domestic cattle, and to be classified as Beefalo, an animal must possess at least 17% bison genes. Previous attempts to breed buffalo and cattle often resulted in infertile offspring, limiting their agricultural utility. However, Beefalo have broad frames, well-muscled bodies, and lack the prominent hump characteristic of buffaloes, while still retaining strong hindquarters. With a temperament more akin to domestic cattle, they present an appealing option for farmers. Their buffalo genes lend them high disease resistance, and their heavy coats keep them comfortable in various climates. Beefalo are also favored in the beef market for their lean meat, which has lower cholesterol and fat content, while offering up to 6% more protein than conventional beef. Number 12. Naruga. In the late 1980s, an Inuit subsistence hunter named Jen Larson made a surprising discovery off the western coast of Greenland. While hunting narwhals, known for their long tusks, and belugas, recognized by their striking white skin, Larson came across a trio of peculiar whales. Unlike the usual species, these whales displayed mottled gray skin and had tails resembling narwhals, but flippers akin to belugas. Intrigued, Larson preserved one of their skulls in his tool shed, leading marine mammal researcher Mads Peter Heide Jørgensen to investigate in 1990. He proposed that these whales were Narugas, a potential hybrid between narwhals and belugas. Since these two species inhabit the same Arctic waters and often travel in mixed pods, interbreeding is possible, yet it has never been documented before. With both species having independently thrived for over 1 million years, their mating habits remain elusive. As climate change alters Arctic ecosystems, the emergence of hybrids like the Naruga raises questions about the future of these remarkable creatures. Are they a rare anomaly or a growing trend? Number 13. Mallard Hybrid. The Mallard pintail hybrid is one of the most frequently observed wild hybrids in North America, born from the union of two popular duck species. Alongside them, black ducks, widgeons, shovelers, cinnamon teal, green-winged teal, and gadwalls also produce hybrids with mallards. However, these crossbreeds face challenges in attracting mates, as their mixed traits often lead both parent species to overlook them. This lack of recognition complicates pair bonding and can hinder their survival in the wild. Notably, the hybridization between mallards and black ducks poses specific conservation issues, as their breeding interactions may threaten the genetic integrity of both species. Environmental changes, such as deforestation and habitat loss, have altered migration patterns, leading to increased encounters and hybridization opportunities among these waterfowl. As a result, understanding the dynamics of mallard hybrids becomes crucial for conservation efforts. Number 14. Toyer. The Toyer cat breed was conceived by American breeder Judy Sugden in the 1980s, with inspiration stemming from her mother, Jean Mill, the pioneer behind the Bengal cat. Sugden's goal was to replicate the striking tiger stripes found in wild felines. During her breeding experiments, she observed a distinctive spotted pattern on the temple of a kitten from her tabby breeding program. Intrigued, she pursued her vision of creating a breed that showcased similar striking patterns, leading to the development of the Toyer. This breed combines the playful, affectionate temperament of domestic cats with the exotic appearance of their wild relatives. The Toyer cat gained recognition for its unique markings and engaging personality, and by 2007, it was officially recognized by the International Cat Association. With a playful disposition and striking looks, Toyer cats quickly became popular among feline enthusiasts. Their ability to bond closely with humans adds to their appeal, making them beloved companions in homes across the globe. Number 15. Cuban Crocodile. The Cuban crocodile, a striking medium-sized species, is endemic to just two swampy regions in Cuba, the Zapata Swamp and the Isle of Youth. Males can reach impressive lengths of up to 11.4 feet, though larger specimens have been documented. Unfortunately, this unique species faces significant threats, primarily due to its endangered status. One of the most pressing concerns is the risk of hybridization with the American crocodile, which jeopardizes the Cuban crocodile's distinct genetic and behavioral traits. Genetic studies reveal that many Cuban crocodiles, both in the wild and in captivity, possess hybrid characteristics stemming from interbreeding with their American relatives. This hybridization not only threatens the genetic integrity of the Cuban crocodile, but also raises concerns about the survival of its unique adaptations. Now, these are just some of the many hybrid species that exist in our world, showcasing what happens when animals of different species come together. While hybridization can offer benefits, it also presents challenges and raises questions about the future of these animals. So, what do you think about hybrid species? Should we celebrate their diversity, or do we need to be cautious about the potential consequences of interbreeding? Well, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. In the end, as we always say, if you find this video interesting, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more awesome content just like this.